Okay, we've gotten QuickBooks set up the way we need to have it set up, and we've been out shopping. We've looked for properties, and we've decided to make a deposit on a property. So what we're going to do is two things: is we're going to transfer money from our line of credit to our checking account. Then we're going to write a check to our realtor, which requires we set up a vendor and keep track of what account we're going to use to track the newly purchased or newly deposited property, if you will. First, let's transfer the money. So there's the easiest way to do that is from the banking menu. There's a menu option called transfer funds. So we'll just click it, and here's our funds transfer funds window. So we'll pick our date. All these transactions are happening in around May, and we're transferring from our home equity line of credit to our checking account, and we'll transfer $1,000. And that's it. So we'll just do save and close, and now you can see that in our checking account we've got $1,010. Let me just show you what the chart of accounts would look like. The chart of accounts reflects as well that we now owe $1,000 on our line of credit. We've got $1,010 in our checking account. Now we're ready to write our deposit check. So from the menu, from the home page, we can do write checks. And QuickBooks brings up this window that looks just like a check. And of course we come down here to where it says pay to the order. Before we do that, notice that it has our bank up here as it should. It's got the balance. We'll come down here to where it says pay to the order, and we'll type in the name of our realtor. Now you'll notice that as soon as I type in the name of the realtor, one of the things that I can do to get to the amount is I can press the tab key. And QuickBooks comes back and says, I don't know this company. Let me just move this so you can see it. It's saying specifically, I don't know Ace Realtor. Well, it doesn't. We haven't told it. So we have a couple of options. We could do a quick add, which means we're just going to add the name and move on. QuickBooks will just add the name. We can go back and complete the rest of the information. We can do a complete setup, or we can do a cancel. For now, let me do a cancel and demonstrate one other thing. So we'll do a cancel. Now, there's two ways to move from this field. I can do the tab key, in which case the name not found window opens, or I can click, same window opens, the point being that you have to at least to do a quick add. So we'll just do a setup. And QuickBooks says, okay, who is this guy? What type of name is this? He can be a vendor, a customer, an employee, or an other. He is a vendor. He's in fact selling us something. So we'll click OK. And a new vendor window opens. And so what we want to do now is we want to type in all of the information about our vendor. So you want to make sure you put in as much as possible. And just a couple of things to point out to you. You'll notice that there's two tabs here. One is address info and the other is additional info. We'll use additional info at another time, but if we had an account number, we could use that. If we wanted to have a field to categorize what type of vendor this guy is, we could use that. If we wanted to find the terms, if he were this is important, if he was a 1099 vendor, for example, our contractor, we would enter in his social security number and indicate him in his checkbox as a 1099 vendor. Ace Realtors, none of that, so we can just go back to this address tab and click OK. And now QuickBooks knows who he is. We're giving him a $100 deposit, and in our memo field we're going to put in the name of the address of this property, and we're going to put this in unclosed properties, and then do save and close. Once again, our checking account's been reduced. Our chart of accounts shows we've got $100 in our unclosed properties. We haven't committed yet to buying the property. And we're ready to go. So that's it for this chapter. See you next time.